Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. We are discussing phase 2 questions for RBI Grade B exam. This is 10th video. You can download the PDF. The link is given in the description below. This is the question I asked in the last one. Who releases the Human Development Report? And the answer is United Nations. I think this is an easy one. You have to also know what is Human Development Index, what are the parameters to develop to know the human development, and what is India's rank, which is the first country, last country. Now, first question today is which of the following is correct about swaps and futures. I am talking about derivatives here. I hope this much of clarity must have been developed by now. So I am coming to the right answer. That will help you in saving the time. You can read all the options if you want to find out yourself. The correct answer is a future contract involves only one future transaction, while a swap involves several forward transactions. Normally, what happens in a swap agreement, there are two counterparties and there are exchange of cash flows for the future. It is traded obviously OTC, over the counter in case of the swap, while future is traded on the exchange. And in swap there are multiple, like it's kind of multiple forward contracts. So suppose one party is expecting a lot of foreign currency payment to come and other party has to make a lot of foreign currency payments, so they can enter into a swap deal over a period of time, in which they are entering into a contract where multiple transactions are going to be swapped. One will receive the dollar, other will pay the dollar, or any other thing. It can be interest rate swap. The most popular in the market are interest rate. Somebody trading with the fixed interest rate and the variable interest rate. All these questions and live sessions with us are available to you with this course for phase 2 exam. Crack RBI is your code for getting 60% off. Which of the following is also known as par value of the share? So par value, par means actually equal. So you must have understood by now what is face value, market value, book value. This true value and accounting value are just options I have created here. The correct answer to this is face value. Face value is called as par value. Face value is the value written on the face of the security, maybe share or maybe bond, and the market value is the today's current value at which something is getting sold and bought in the market. It is called market value. Now, section 24 of the BR Act, Banking Regulation Act 1949, is related to which of the following? Right. So important act only, because this is related to maintenance of SLR and marginal standing facility, MSF. You may also get confused with CRR. So CRR is as per the RBI Act, because this cash under CRR is to be maintained with RBI. And what happened in case of the SLR? The investment is to be done in the government bonds or other bonds as designated by RBI. So important act here is section 24 of the BR Act, that requires all scheduled commercial bank to maintain minimum proportion of their NDTL, and it is as a percentage of NDTL, net demand and time liabilities, and SLR is maintained in form of cash, gold, unencumbered approved securities. That may also be another question, how SLR is maintained. So cash is also counted. Cash over CRR is counted in SLR. In MSF, marginal standing facility window, bank can avail overnight up to 2%, which has been extended 3% till September 21. This is another question of the respective NDTL of the bank outstanding at the end of the, remember this, end of the second preceding fortnight, because today what is my NDTL means if I am a bank, I will not know today what is my NDTL. There is a time lag in the computation. So what RBI says, second preceding fortnight means 2 fortnight back. There is a reporting Friday system. So 2 fortnight back, whatever was your NDTL, that becomes the base. On that you have to maintain CRR, SLR, everything. And here the MSF window also is given to you that you can borrow up to 3% of your respective NDTL in the event that SLR holding is falling below the statutory requirement. If you are not able to meet your SLR, you can borrow from RBI under the MSF window. Banks will have not the obligation to seek a specific waiver for default in SLR compliance arising out of the use of this facility in terms of the notification issued under section 2A of the section 24. So in this case, SLR securities are used by bank for borrowing, so that will not be counted as default in the SLR when you are using up to 3% now. So earlier it was 2%. So for managing the liquidity, bank can do that. And remember this one I was saying about CRR. So CRR is in RBI Act, not in BR Act. Banking Regulation Act primarily tells about regulation of the bank, and RBI Act mainly tells about the conduct of RBI, but it mentioned about this CRR thing because this money remains with RBI. A management question. Smart goal means. It sounds very smart to say about smart goal, but you know what is the full form of smart goals? Smart is goal has to be specific. It has to be measurable. So manageable means what? Nothing. So measurable, you have to be in a position to measure the goal, and it has to be agreed upon, right? If your boss has said something and you have not agreed, so that becomes a very hypothetical situation. It has to be realistic and time bound. It has to be time specific. Suppose you want to reach a goal, you want to construct a road, 500-kilometer road, but what time bound? So by 2022, 2025, so it has to be time bound. A hybrid model that blends element of successful Japanese managerial practices with an assessment of US workers' need. What is the theory? The moment you see Japanese model and a hybrid, first you know what is theory X, what is theory Y, then you will know this answer is theory Z. Theory X assumes that every human being has an inherent dislike. All people are lazy, so people don't want to work, so they need to be pushed for work. That is theory X. Theory Y say assumption is people are self-motivated, they are imaginative, they are creative, while theory Z is in between. It is a hybrid of both. It is proposed by, you find out if you know, write in the comment who proposed theory Z. Which of the following is not an example of intangible assets? If you know what is tangible asset, you will find it out. It is easy question. Trademark, patent, building. Building is intangible or tangible? So intangible means which you cannot touch, feel, or you can actually feel, you cannot touch. So building you can touch, you can hold. Trademark, patents, technical expertise, these are intangible asset. Brand of any company is intangible asset. The following are important function of financial market. So which are the important function of financial market? Source of financing, provide liquidity, reduce risk, source of information, or you feel all are important? Yeah, I also feel so. All are important function of financial markets. According to efficient market hypothesis, quite popular, though it is not mentioned in the course, but this is are like very common thing. So we have to know what does it mean, efficient market hypothesis. Which of the following is not true? So when we talk about efficient market hypothesis, the idea is markets are efficient. So when we say market are efficient, so there is a Chicago school, business school theory, Chicago, University of Chicago. So it says that if there is a dollar lying on the road, so somebody would have taken it before you take. So markets are so efficient, there are so many buyers and sellers, so there is no arbitrage opportunity. There is every information that is accounted in the price. Markets are perfect, that is the idea. So then what is the role of stock analyst in predicting the price pattern? Because every information is reflecting in the price. So this is one hypothesis here. No arbitrage opportunity. Security price reflect true underlying value of the asset. That is the efficient market hypothesis says. So stock analyst has no real ability to make the profit. It says you can't find out alpha. You know alpha of the market and beta of the market, right? So alpha means finding out a security which gives you a rate, a return which is more than the market return. So in reality, whether you can say efficient market hypothesis works, I would say no, but you have to know what is that. When we say the investment is risky, what does it mean? Risky means what? It will offer low return, it will either offer very low return or very high return, or it is illegal to do so. The correct answer is its returns are uncertain. You don't know. It is not illegal. Return can be high, low. It is risky. Risky means uncertain. Tata Motors issues corporate bond for setting up a new manufacturing plant. So what is this decision called? Basically, question is issuance of say corporate bonds or maybe shares. Is it a financing decision, business decision, operating decision, investment decision? What is that? It is a pure financing decision. It tells from where to arrange finances for these expenses to set up a new plant. And operating decision is in day-to-day operations. Suppose it is to be decided whether to launch Tata Safari or maybe a price range of say 15 lakh or maybe another car somewhere in the price range of 5 lakh. Which one to launch first or what sell with the price? So that is pure operating decision. The financing decision tells about managing the finances of the company. Which of the following is correct about IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code? Also know what is the time limit till which it is being suspended. So the statement here is it was enacted in 2016 to streamline resolution process of the failed business. The idea of IBC is this, it is correct. Resolution process will be executed by NCLT for individuals and by the DRT for companies. You know this, read it carefully. I am telling you, here you may do some mistake. IBBI regulates insolvency professionals, insolvency professional agencies and information utilities. You shall know major function of this. The second one, B, is incorrect because NCLT is for companies and DRT is for individuals. So I swapped this to confuse you. If you get confused, then you know you have to study properly. Liability side of balance sheet consists of, always remember that one side you have liability and this side mostly are written assets, liability and owner's equity is also written normally this side. So here you write capital, reserves, provisions, current liabilities all come this side. Provisions also. Provision is kind of liability which you have kept for future liabilities. Which of the following is known as Demat account? So you shall also know what is the full form of Demat account. Is it a zero balance account? And all, of course, absurd option. So you have to go to only the correct option. An account to hold financial securities in electronic form. So what happens? Like your shares, your bonds, these are kept in electronic form. Rather than you getting a physical hard copy, a printout, you get a Demat form, electronic form in your Demat account. So this is not meant for trading of share, rather holding of securities. Shares are held in Demat account. Okay. Risk that arises due to change in the asset price and exchange rate. What is this called? What is this risk called? And confusing options. So I keep on saying that practice with MCQ for your 50% objective part. You have to practice MCQ. For your descriptive also, it is important to have good knowledge and good writing skill. We are discussing that in descriptive. So here the correct answer is market risk. Don't get confused with like price risk, exchange risk. Basically, when we are saying the asset price is changing, It is due to market, so it is market risk, which is not a category in PSL, priority sector lending. So you shall know all the categories well, and even the targets, the major criteria of housing, education for lending, for being classifying under priority sector. So priority sector consists of these 8 segments: agri, MSME, export credit, education, housing, social infrastructure, renewable energy, and others. Important one under these also you have to study. PSL is important. Healthcare is not in PSL directly. Under the revised PSL guidelines, startups are included under PSL. What is the limit of the loan to the startup which makes them eligible, means up to what amount of the loan to startup can be classified as PSL? So these are the options here. The correct answer is up to 50 crore of the loan to startup is classified under priority sector. So government, RBI is promoting loans to startups. Which of the following are the reserve ratio that RBI can use to regulate the amount of money that the banks have availed from lending operations? So reserves ratio, right? Which are the reserves? Reserve ratio. So it is not like repo and reverse repo. So confusing options here again. The answer is B and C. By changing CRR and SLR, RBI can affect the money supply in the market. If CRR is increased, so bank will have to keep more cash with RBI. If SLR is increased, bank will have to keep more cash or investment in gold or the securities. As I explained you, SLR, the lesser money will be in their system. That is how RBI affects the money supply in the system. What was the theme of the 51st edition of 2021 WEF annual meeting called Davos Agenda 2021? So World Economic Forum meeting happens every year at Davos. You have to tell that it is this time called a crucial year to rebuild trust. What is the India's position in Democracy Index 2020 published by Economic Intelligence Unit? In the exam, if that is the question, which agency is publishing this, that may also be there. Here the answer is 4th 53rd Economic Intelligence Unit published this report, Democracy Index 2020, and global ranking of India is 53rd. India has been classified as flawed democracy along with countries. So in flawed democracy you have US, France, Brazil, Belgium. We know the drama which has happened in US also in the recent presidential election. Now you answer this one. What is the amount of accidental insurance cover in PMJDY? And last one I asked about the number of accounts opened in PMJDY. It is very important scheme for financial inclusion. Write the answer in the comment. We will discuss in next video. For much more questions and live discussions in the classes, join the course. For regular update, subscribe to the channel. Best wishes.